DI work is the thing that people do or organizations will do as a, a thing on the side of regular business practices. They'll encourage employees, if you care about this, if you're passionate, go over here and do this thing on the side. And then here's our work that we're doing, instead of thinking about it as an integral part of regular business practices. One of my struggle points in leading this work is getting people to see that diversity, equity, and inclusion is like the vehicle for org culture change. If an organization cares about doing things for its employees, therefore translating to whatever the service is, then they would engage in practices that are responsive to the employees that are there, responsive and inclusive. So it's not, I think people over associate DEI with specific topics, specific cultures, identities. It's not, it isn't that. It is a regular business practice. And I've been saying, honestly, DEI work is as essential as an HR department. I don't know a business that does not have an HR department. Why? Because it's very important and it impacts everything and everyone. It's essential for business practices. I feel that DEI is the same, but that is not how it's treated. So it's really easy for that to contribute to surface stuff. There's only so much that organizations are going to be able to do with DEI practices as this separate thing over here that can just contribute to regular practices in pieces. I hope that makes sense. But that's where my brain is going. It's really hard to get people to see that. It's very hard.
Yeah. And then to me, that's where interest convergence comes in. I hate to focus on organizations' bottom lines or because I was going to say incentivize, but that's the reality. So what is going to incentivize whatever group you're working with? What's going to incentivize them to do this work and to understand that it's critical to their success? I think that's it. And for me, like the way to think through like the approach to that particular group, whatever particular group you're working with, is it like, how do we get them to see that this is going to help improve whatever their goal is? If it's a corporation, I hate to say it, but to increase their bottom line, or even worker productivity or retention, or if it's an academic program, even retention of students or the recruitment of students. It's like getting them to make those connections of why this is important and to know and understand, like you said, it's not just something that's ancillary. It's not just something that's on the side. Like it needs to be central and integral to because it is to the work that they're doing.
There's something you said, I'm just having this like visceral response to it. And I wonder if you ever have this experience. I just really, okay. I personally struggle with feeling like I have to convince organizations and leaders why this is important to do. And I really struggle with having to prove, here's how it affects your money or whatever else it is. I really struggle with that. And on some level, I try and give some information there. But I think one area that, I'm just being honest, one area that I know I have been judged for is that I focus way more on employee experience than I do how it translates to services and bottom line and productivity and efficiency. I know that's important. I guess that's the thing. I get that's important, but my heart is in employee experience place. Like what is happening in the workplace, the experiences of people working there, their satisfaction, their safety, their wellness, that stuff is more important to me than the other things. And I feel like when I say that, I'm saying other people don't care about that. And that's not it. It's just, I don't think I do a great job of connecting those external dots. I don't like doing it. It bothers me. And maybe that makes me a not traditionally successful DEI person. I don't know how you feel about that. I just had to say that out loud to release it for myself. I don't like doing that.